ceremony is special. Special for the students who, as the saying goes, are about to be set adrift with a diploma for a sail and lots of nerve for oars. When I graduated from high school in South India, there was no formal graduation ceremony. Your diploma arrived in the mail, but we all went to a farewell party given to us by the 11th graders and felt very important and special, particularly because we were decked up in saris. This was an all-girls school for the first time. When my older son graduated from Walt Whitman High School in Washington, D.C. a few years ago, it was my first sight of a graduation filled with caps thrown in the air to the sounds of the music of pomp and circumstance. Well, pomp and circumstance may form some part of your life in the future, but never forget that life is much more than that. It is about responsibility, about being able to face trials and tribulations if they come your way, exhibiting grace under pressure, which we all know is courage, about growing every moment into a better and more balanced human being. Of all the gifts life gives us, knowledge is the most precious. The ancient Sanskrit sloka, Vidya Dhanam Sarva Dhanat Pradhanam, which means that acquiring knowledge is the greatest form of wealth, comes to mind. Knowledge is power. It can promote progress and well-being. It can also cause destruction and havoc. It is in your hands how you put it to use. Use your knowledge for good purposes. And also remember that the acquisition of knowledge is never complete. The learning process is an unending one. Again, there is an ancient Sanskrit sloka or saying which goes thus, I quote, "The student gets 1/4 of his knowledge from the teacher, 1/4 from his or her own intelligence, a 1/3 from interaction with other students, and the 4/4 in the course of time." Many, indeed most of you, will go on to choose later in life, after your years of university, careers that will take you forth into a complex world where you will have to deal with different situations that will require hidden reserves of strength to handle. That strength comes from determination, the willingness to grapple with the unknown, from perseverance and courage. Eleanor Roosevelt, a role model for women the world over, once said that every one of us, every day, has choices to make about the kind of person we are and what we wish to become. You can decide to be someone who brings people together, or you can fall prey to those who wish to divide people. You can be someone who educates yourself, or you can believe that being negative is clever and being cynical is fashion. The choice is with you, and you must make the right choice. I have no doubt that you will do that. You have to use the great advantage conferred upon you by your education, and I quote from Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, who said, "You should make your contribution to peace and harmony and to bring beauty into the lives of the people." You are graduating from a school situated in India, a universe in itself. India, as you would have learned, possesses a unique culture with the genius to absorb, to synthesize, to adapt. The French philosopher Romain Rolland said, and I quote, "India, ever mindful of the natural differences in souls and in philosophies, endeavors to blend them into each other so as to recreate in its fullest perfection the complete unity." This is also a quality possessed by the United States, a country which has welcomed to its shores people from all across our planet who have come to you bringing their treasured traditions, cultural beliefs, their precious identities, and they have enriched the mainstream of American life in the process. The relations between India and the United States have blossomed and flourished in the last few years, and most importantly, this process has brought the peoples of our two democracies closer than ever before. I hope you will be inspired to study India further as you enter university. Its philosophy, its history, its languages, its contemporary realities, including its economy and politics, and the enduring strength of its culture and civilizational traditions. Let India be your inspiration. The great Polish Nobel Prize-winning scientist Marie Curie once said, "Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood." Always approach the unknown with courage and a cool, rational mind. Do not be afraid of the storms, only learn how to sail your ship. I hope that's not a cliche. When I was a young girl, growing up in India, we read a lot of the American classics, one of them being the delightful Little Women. And I remember these words from its author, Louisa May Alcott. "Far away, there in the sunshine, are my highest aspirations. I may not reach them, but I can look up and see their beauty, believe in them, and try to follow where they lead." Always remember, the future will be yours if you believe in yourself and your dreams. Second cliche, but I mean it. I think each and every one has the quality that sets us apart, that makes us unique. You must discover that uniqueness within yourself. The discovery of that uniqueness, your ability to do something that makes the difference, that is not run-of-the-mill, that is what sets you apart. A saying in Spanish comes to my mind. It traditionally applies to someone who acts a little odd or funny, and I quote, "Es que tiene la música por dentro." I feel this would apply instead to those who are successful and constantly strive to rise higher and higher in their accomplishments because they have a little bit of that música por dentro. That música must provide a soundtrack to your life and be guided by certain constants in your life, treating people with dignity and respect, listening to your inner voice, and trusting your instincts, sticking to the truth always, loving your family, appreciating them, and remembering always that life is a wonderful gift to be lived with strength, faith, and courage. You belong to a generation that, like the ancient Hindu god Ganesha, uses the mouse as a vehicle to explore the world. And I mean the computer mouse. The computer mouse that inextricably links you to the world is what you use to track down information, knowledge, and facts. The former governor of the state of West Bengal, Gopal Krishna Gandhi, says, "Jnana, or knowledge, can be Googled today." But remember also that the experience that you gain from the school of continuous education, called life, will enrich your minds more than any explosion of facts that you gain in cyberspace. You must never let go of the gifts of seeing and knowing and feeling the real world around you. I'm reminded of that memorable Frank Capra film, It's a Wonderful Life, in which the hero says he is going to shake off the dust of his hometown off his feet and see the world. That is what you should set out to do. Explore the real world here at the center of our galaxy, and all you need as you go on your way is your very own starship, fueled by your love of adventure and the thirst to explore the ends of the earth and thereby write your name in the stars. Therefore, never set your sights too low. As it has been said, flying low and not looking at the farther horizon will never make you a good pilot. Reach for the sky, rise and glide, like the poet Whitman, who is loved in India, in the mystical night air, and from time to time, look up at the perfect silence of the stars. And like Ralph Waldo Emerson, another great friend of India, said, I quote, "Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is not a path and leave a trail." And wherever you go, no matter what the weather, always bring your sunshine like Indian sunshine. Thank you. Congratulations once again. God bless you all.
Thank you so much for coming and speaking with us, Mrs. Rao. And now, the moment they've all been waiting for, and I'm sure everyone else, the awarding of the diplomas. I'd like to invite Mr. Jack Golden, President, Board of Governors, Dr. Robert Hetzel, the School Director, Mr. Tim Boyer, the High School Principal, and Ms. Beth Miller-Manchester, the High School Assistant Principal, to the stage.
International schools are populated with students in transition, and it is often that we have students stay 2 to 4 years here at the American Embassy School. It is sometimes that we have students stay 4 to 6 years, and it is unusual that we have students stay more than that. This year I'd like to note that we have 3 students who are graduating from AES in this group. One of them started in ECEC 3, one of them started in the ECEC 4, and one of them started in kindergarten and have spent their entire education here at the American Embassy School. Those 3 students are Fari Sattar, whom you'll meet soon. She's leading the parade of our graduates. We also have Mahika Srinivasan and Anjali Misra. I would now like to present the members of the graduating class of 2011. Aisha Farista Abdul Sattar. There's a tradition at AES for current board members and ex-board members to present their son or daughter with their diploma. Mrs. Sattar. Priya Mona Achaibar. Morgan Lee Atkinson. Waji Iqbari. Krishan Lawrence Agi. Omar Abdul Jabbar Hassan Al-Khattab. Kulasi Amara Singh. Manat Parani. Kresha Basim. Rohit Bhattacharya.